everybody, my name's Liz and I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you are a subscriber. It's really lovely to have you all here. So today's video is going to be talking about my June sewing plans, and I know that we are halfway through June. It's just taken me forever to get other vlogs filmed and edited and posted, so I thought I would sort of bring you up to speed with what I've been sewing so far in June and also talking about the rest of my plans for June. So if you watched my, not the last vlog because that was the Sew Hilly Jane unboxing, but my vlog before that where I shared what I made in May, you'll know that I managed to sew up quite a lot of things for myself, and I had a lot of sewing time, which was great. Schools are now back, still not with everybody there, but with some year groups. As I'm sure you know, the government have decided that certain year groups can return to school, and one of the year groups is reception, which is the year group that I teach. So I'm back at work full time now, so my sewing time and I guess my mental capacity to sew has sort of dwindled somewhat, so I don't think I'll be able to get as much sewing done this month. But there's a couple of sort of directions that I'm going in for my June sewing plans, and the first one is looking at my wardrobe already and thinking back to some of my older makes and just doing some mending, because when I first started sewing sort of 3 years ago, I didn't really understand about finishing seams properly, which is the main sort of mending job that I need to do. There's a couple of garments, well, one in particular, that I need to work out, and if any of you have got any advice about this when I talk about it, it'd be greatly appreciated. It doesn't fit me anymore, but it's a beautiful dress and it's one of my favourite things to wear, so I'll talk about that in a second. But the first one is the Cerebrate Kate dress, made in this gorgeous fabric that I got from a Sew Hilly Jane box. And I love it. You know, it's my first time doing collar stand and collar, and the thing that I need to fix on it is where this skirt is made up of panels, and the skirt has got slits in the panels, and I've talked previously about not really enjoying wearing this dress because of the slits. It just feels a bit risque for me. So what I need to do is stitch up the slits. It's an easy job, I just haven't got around to doing it. But on the inside, you will see, this is awful, I didn't finish the edges properly, so it's all frayed. It's a fabric that really heavily frays, so I need to just basically go back, finish the edging, and then stitch up the slits. I can't remember how many slits there are. I think there might be 4. So it should be a fairly quick job. I don't know why I didn't finish those edges, because I overlocked the hem and finished that properly, and a lot of the other seams I finished properly. I don't know why I didn't with the slits, but anyway, that should be quite a quick fix. So that's one job that I'm going to be doing, finishing off the, what do you call it, seam? Anyway, finishing off the slit edges and then stitching them up, and then hopefully I'll wear that dress a bit more. So that should be fairly quick. And then the other one is this beautiful dress. Again, it's a Cerebrate pattern, and it's the Lia Dress. If I've got the pattern wrong, which I don't think I have, I'll put the name at the bottom. But it's this beautiful Lia dress in this lovely watermelon fabric that I got from Cotton Steel Studio. They don't sell fabric anymore. It's just this beautiful, it's got watermelons on, watermelon slices, and it's sort of, I think it's a crepe, and then it's got these like pinstripes, probably not coming up properly on the camera. And I love it. It's quite a close, well, it's a very close fitting dress, and the skirt is so swishy. It's made up loads of panels, so it's got beautiful movement and drape. But I made this probably about 2 years ago, and since then my body shape has changed and it just doesn't fit. It doesn't fit across the bust. It's far too tight across my bust. But it is a beautiful dress, so I don't know whether I would be able to, because it's got bust darts here, and then it's also got darts in the back, and I think it was 5/8 of seam allowance, so I don't know whether to let out the darts in the front and the back, and then also let out the side seams and see if that gives me enough room around the bodice. If I can, I'll put in a picture of what it actually looks like on me now. You can see it's really squishing my bust. Waist down fits perfectly, but it's just this top half. Sleeves still fit fine, Yeah, sort of this area fits fine. It's literally this area, which it just looks awful. But it's such a pretty dress. I absolutely adore wearing it. Well, when it fit me, I adored wearing it. So if you've got any advice for me on how to rescue, well, rescue is probably the wrong word because it did fit me at one point, but to salvage, I guess, the dress, because I absolutely love it. Let me know down below what you would do if you've got any advice for me, because I do still want to be able to wear it. It's such beautiful fabric, and the style of the dress is so beautiful as well. I did love wearing it, so it'd be a shame if I can't salvage it. So that's another one. And then I've got a couple of things that I am planning. So I should have said at the beginning of the video, apologies. It is day 2 of the sewing weekender, so it's Sunday the 14th of June. Also happens to be my birthday. I will stop talking about my birthday, I promise. Actually, Friday I listened to a podcast by Rosie and Chris Ramsey. I won't say what it's called because it's got a naughty title, but I listened to the podcast. I'll put a link down below because it's hilarious. And in the last podcast, Rosie talks about how people that go on and on and on about their birthdays deeply irritate her, and she can't stand it when people just try and eke out their birthdays. That's me. I like to try and eke out my birthday as much as I possibly can. So yeah, I'm not going to mention it anymore, but I have been able to get lots of sewing in this weekend. So I told my husband that it was the sewing weekend to taking part this weekend, and last year I was lucky enough to get a ticket and go. And I think he just appreciated how wonderful that was and how great it was for me to have a chunk of time devoted to just sewing, and I didn't have to worry about sorting out the children or cooking dinner or anything like that, which was bliss. So I haven't been able to get quite a lot of sewing done this weekend, and one of the things that I've managed to get done is this Teenie and the Buttons indigo in this beautiful blue polka dot fabric from Sew Me Sunshine, and I'll put pictures in of me wearing it, but I'll stand up so you can see. It's got this lovely swishy skirt, and I did add the ruffle at the bottom, which is great. And yeah, I love it. Oh, and it's also got the button down detail at the back. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. And then the buttons I got from Felicity Fabrics, and I'll insert a picture of the buttons as well so you can see what they look like. But the reason I'm talking about that is because a couple of things that are on my sewing list for June I've managed to get sewn up this weekend, and this is one of them. And then I also wanted to get a myosotis sewn up, and I'm going to show you. I have got it done, but I don't want to show you the whole thing. In this gorgeous fabric. How cool is that? It's so bright and colourful. It's totally up my street. And the fabric was gifted to me from Crafty Sew and Sew because I'm going to be writing a blog post for them. I just absolutely adore that. Those colours are just me all over. I put it on and showed my husband. He said, it's a bit bright. I was like, yeah, I know, but it's perfect sunshine. I think it's summer in a dress. So that was the Deer and Doe myosotis. And it's a cotton fabric. So there's the myosotis. So I've got that done. I should have shown you the indigo actually. I think I have got it here. Because I was just doing the full length. I've used the extension pack to do a swishy, and it is really swishy like this one. So that's the indigo in this one. And then I'm also working on, and I've just left it there, the Nina Lee Park Lane dress. Oh, I don't have the instructions because I use the instructions on my iPhone or iPad, but I'll insert a picture of the line drawings of the Park Lane, and this is nearly finished. And again, this fabric was gifted to me by Felicity Fabrics for a blog post. It's this beautiful blue, I think it's a, I've got the swatch. It is a viscose, I was right. It just feels like a cotton lawn because it's so soft. But yeah, I absolutely love the colour of this. So that's almost finished. I need to insert the zip. I need to do the hook and eye at the back. And then as you can see, the facing is clipped on at the moment. So I need to stitch that, understitch it, and then give it a good press. Oh, and hem it because it's not hemmed. And I'm really looking forward to finishing that one. I think that's going to be a great dress for the summer. I've got my list of things that I'm planning to make just so I don't forget anything. And then the other things that I'm planning to do, aside from revisiting old makes and mending and adjusting those dresses that I've talked about, I've got plans for lots of gingham summer dresses. So I've got 3, I've shared these in my fabric hauls actually, 3 ginghams. This one, that's from Stitchy Bee. This one, I can't remember where I got it from, but I'll link it down below, which is like a blue. And then lilac, which I got from Sew Me Sunshine. and I've got plans to turn them into summer dresses. So one of them I'm going to turn into the deer and doe myosotis, and then the other two I'm going to turn into the indigo, Tilly and the Buttons indigo extension pack with a ruffle. I'm obsessed with gingham at the moment. Yeah, who would have known? Sorry, I just made the camera wobble. Next I'm thinking of getting some things sewn up for my girls. So I've already shared this plan, but I'm going to be making the Icatee Brooklyn jumpsuit for both of my girls. So I've got a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old, and I like this pattern because it's got a great size range in terms of children's sizing. So it goes from an age 3 up to a 12. So I'm going to be making one for Lola, who's 9, and she loves tigers. So I've got this Ruby Star tiger fabric. It's a bit creased because it's been in the wash. And then for Ruby, she's 11, she'll be 12 in September, so I think I'll do the age 12. She's chosen this Dachshund fabric from Namazi Fabrics with a lilac colourway, and the dogs are just super cute. So I'm going to be making that for her. And then I've got plans to make some baby clothes. I've got a couple of friends that just had babies, so I'm really looking forward to making some baby patterns or baby clothes, following some patterns that Tamlin from Sewn on the Tyne has been talking quite a lot about and has been making up because she's expecting a baby. And the first one is, they're all from Patterns for Pirates, and I'll put all their details down below. And they're free patterns, which is great. And the first one is the Teenie Beanie, which is this cute baby hat. So you can do the tie knot, you can do the bear ears, or you can just do this one, which is really cute. So I'm going to be making a couple of those. And then I'm going to be making, so I should have got the picture out for you, the Petite Pegs trousers. So it's Patterns for Pirates, sorry, the Petite Pegs trousers. I'm going to be making some of those. And then they also do a top, which is the Wee Lap tee, which I'm really looking forward to making. So that's again by Patterns for Pirates, and I like this crossover detail, which I haven't done before, so I'm really looking forward to making that. And I've got a stack of scrap fabrics. Look at that, all of those scraps, which are enough to make, and there's a few more, enough to make some baby patterns like little hats and petite peg trousers and their Wee Lap tee, which I'm really looking forward to having a go at. And the great thing about children's clothes is they sew up quite quickly, although I'm really going to be making sure I take my time, especially because they're for friends and they're going to be gifts. So let me just double check I've done everything. Oh, the other thing that I'm looking forward to making is Anna from Kokawawa Crafts released a new pattern, and it's called the Plum Dress, which I absolutely love. And I am planning to make this version, it's the longer version, but with the ruffle sleeve. So you leave off the sleeve part, and it's like a dropped shoulder anyway, and then you add this ruffle. And I've got two cotton gauze, is that what they're called? Double gauze fabrics, and I've already cut them out, so I've just got a tiny little scrap to show you. And I got this from First for Fabrics. So the first one is like a lilac-y pink colour, which up until making this gingham dress, which I shared on my Instagram yesterday, because I wore that for the first day of this virtual sewing weekender. Until wearing this, I didn't really think lilac was my colour, but actually I think it looks alright on me. So I've got a lilac one, and then I've also got this red, let me hold it up because I've already cut it out, this red colourway as well of the double gauze, which is quite bright, but bright colours are my thing. That's a lot of sewing plans. If I get those done, I've also got my Cerebrate Mia jeans, and I've got the pink denim, which I got from Like So Amazing, and it's been in the wash. Again, pink. It's not a colour that I would normally have chosen, but I really would like to quite make those up. They won't get finished in June. June's a really busy month for me at work with transition and lots of other things going on, but I haven't cut them out yet, so I'm planning to cut them out this month and then sew them next month. So lots and lots of plans, a couple of things that should be quite quick, a couple of things that, yeah, I'm hoping to sort of mend or make wearable. Like I said, if you've got any advice for me on the Lia dress, the watermelon dress, let me know down below. Let me know what your plans are for June, and if you've been taking part in the sewing weekend. I've really enjoyed it. Huge thank you to the Fold Line and Charlotte from English Girl at Home. I mean, the work that's gone into arranging it for this weekend is incredible, and they've raised over £20,000 for charity, which is amazing. I did join the Zoom chat yesterday, and I think there was over 600 people on the Zoom chat, which was so much fun. And I've really enjoyed watching all the videos this weekend. It's helped us all, I think, feel a bit more connected with the sewing community. So huge thank you to everybody that contributed. I've really enjoyed it. I'm off to Kew Gardens now to enjoy my birthday, and I'll be back soon with another video soon. Have a lovely weekend. Take care. Bye.